Welcome to MusePrep, your channel for music theory. After our video series on the staff, scales, intervals, and chords, we now turn to one of the most important building blocks of music: rhythm. The ancient Greek word rhythmos roughly means regular movement. Rhythm is the temporal sequence of sounds and silences. For rhythm, pitch does not matter, only the duration of individual notes, and these durations can be shorter or longer. In the early Middle Ages, music was exclusively monophonic. Since everyone sang or played the same melody, there was no fixed rhythm, and the music could flow freely. However, when musicians began singing in 2 or even 3 parts, the different voices had to be coordinated rhythmically. To achieve this, notes were assigned fixed lengths, the so-called note values. They show the temporal relationship between notes. Today, we use a system in which each note value can be divided by 2. Once you understand it, it's very simple. The longest commonly used note is the whole note. Its note head is written as an open oval. The next smaller value is the half note. To distinguish it, it has a stem. 2 half notes equal 1 whole note. Simple math. What do you think the next smaller value is? Exactly, the quarter note. It looks like the half note, but its note head is filled in. 4 quarter notes equal 1 whole note. A quarter note can be divided into 2 eighth notes. An eighth note has a small flag attached to the stem. By now, you've probably understood how the system continues. 16th notes with 2 flags, 32nd notes with 3 flags, 64th notes with 4 flags, and so on. In this diagram, you can see the subdivision of a whole note down to 16th notes. There are 2 simple things to keep in mind when notating rhythm. If several flagged notes follow each other, they are usually connected with beams. 2 eighth notes share 1 beam, 16th notes share 2 beams. Different values, such as 1 eighth note and 2 16th notes, can also be grouped under a single beam. You also need to remember one rule about stem direction. Up to the middle line of the staff, stems are placed on the right side of the note head and point upward. From the middle line upward, stems are placed on the left side of the note head and point downward. At the end, listen to the sequence of note values from the whole note down to the 16th notes. 2 half notes last exactly as long as 16 16th notes, namely, 1 whole note. It sounds like this. To sum up, all note values stand in a fixed relationship to one another, and this relationship is always a division by 2. In the next video, we'll look at how to notate silence, the so-called rests. So stay tuned to learn everything about rhythm in music and subscribe to MusePrep.